Two old people on the couch. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. So, hi, Mark.
Did you notice I'm home?
I did notice you're home.
Didn't last too long.
No.
So, yeah, I tried to go and work it out.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an agreement, I thought, as to the terms of me, coming back on. And I didn't have the terms. I wasn't getting the truck I wanted and stuff like that. So it didn't come through. I'm back on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm back home. I'm happy I'm back. I've been on my road my whole life.
I know.
And I would have probably been gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I like our channel. And I like being home. I think God's telling me to take another direction. So here I am.
Here you are.
And so I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad you're here too. It's a lot easier this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's more personal.
It is.
Because I can talk to Karen now.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Karen.
She missed you while you were gone.
Yeah, we disagree, but she misses that bantering.
She does miss the bantering that goes on here on the couch.
Yeah, she's just, she's starting to,
Because when it's just me and her, we don't argue about anything.
You don't agree, but you're nicer than me.
Yeah, I am a lot nicer.
Where I just say what I
feel.
I feel.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right. So what do we got today?
We have some news today.
Not
all that much, but some news going on.
Okay, well,
because I feel like we're in a holding period right now, but I feel like something's about to happen.
I can't wait for past election, past January. Just get this all back to normal. That's all. Okay.
So the first thing that I found that I thought was very interesting is that the space-based infrared system detected missile attack in January of early this year. So
the article didn't really say whether they were launching already and they knew which way they were going, so they got people out of those things. I don't know if it did save lives. They said
yes,
it saved. And the Space Force did a great job.
Yes.
So that was very interesting. We didn't hear about these.
The headline says that it detected a missile attack, right?
Yeah.
But in the article, it kind of reads that they were just aimed at
They knew that they were aimed at certain bases. Now, how do they know that before they launched?
15 missiles aimed at bases in Iraq.
Yeah.
So that's what it said. So I don't know. There's a big difference between aimed at and actually launched in the air. And
I thought Obama had that all fixed with the $150 billion. They were going to be all nice to us. He was going to buy. He was going to buy.
Yeah, but then Trump pulled all that back. And so they're like, we're not going to be nice.
Listen to me. You cannot buy your freedom and safety. It's not, if they're doing it, it's because of extortion. They want to give them money. They give them $150 billion, and then they kick back to the people like that. But they do it for extortion. They don't do it for safety. That's all. It's just a gimmick to get U.S. tax money to go overseas. Just kind of like climate change is extortion. They take the money. They say they give it to France or something like that. The global warming people, and then the people that okayed all that tax money to go to them, then get a nice little kickback.
Yes.
And if you youngins out there don't understand what's going on with that scheme and you buy into it, good luck with that. You guys got a long life ahead of you.
Okay, so Pelosi says they're not going to leave in October until they've passed a stimulus.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, the new bill now is $1.5 trillion, so it's gone up quite a bit. But
I still don't want them to cave on giving the broke states money. But that's why she's not going to go home. Yeah. They're running out of money. Yes. They're flat broke. They're going to look really stupid whenever they can't give out all their free stuff.
Yes.
And so their states are crumbling. They need the money so they can give it to their people, so they can extort votes out of them so that they can stay in power and keep extorting the rest of the country's money to go to all the broke states.
Okay. well, this is the latest that I have found on the internet. Send out another round of direct stimulus payments to most Americans of up to $1,200 per adult and $500 per children. Boost unemployment benefits to $450 a week for 8 weeks. Then replace lost wages up to $600 a week.
All right.
A new funding for the PPP plan, which is a great plan. And allocate, you won't like this one, $500 billion to states and local governments
that are broke. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bull.
So we shouldn't pass anything.
I could sure just use all the other stuff without. Mm-hmm. Let's pass all that good stuff for the people, mm-hmm. and then all the broke states. Then we'll pass that if they show where all that money went first before we give them money. Show the American people where they spent all and wasted all that money.
They're extorting people.
Yeah, and they're getting rich. All you politicians out over there are getting mm-hmm. rich.
They're also earmarking $100 billion for coronavirus testing and contact tracing, and $25 billion toward mortgage and rental assistance programs, $130 billion for aid to schools, and $15 billion to the U.S. Post Office.
Yeah, that post office, man, they need the money.
That's the current, but that's a bill coming out of the House. So,
All right.
I think we just shouldn't pass anything.
I'd agree. I think until Americans start doing light item passings, like going down the bill, like, yes, that's good for the people. Yeah, that's it. That no matter what we decide mm-hmm. on everything else, that has to get passed. And that, you show us why you're in the hole so much. Mm-hmm. Is it because you got sanctuary cities and you gave it all to illegal aliens? Mm-hmm. And you're taking, we're not going to pay, we're not going to keep you taking American tax money, federal funding, to go bail out your state that you ran poorly and gave it all to get a vote. Yes. It's to buy a vote.
It is to buy a vote.
Okay, keep going. Let's keep on going.
Okay, so here is a map of where the fires are, and I believe this was from Monday or sometime after Monday, so it's a couple days old, but this is where the biggest fires are along I-5.
They just love, nature just likes to start the fires right along the highways.
I guess the ones in
Global warming only exists over that. Go. I'm sorry.
You're okay. I guess the ones in Washington aren't really. They're on the east side of Washington. They're not on I-5, so we'll have to take that back. So, but yes. So anyway, that's where the fires were burning. I wanted to let people know. I was trying to find a map so that we would know where the fires were and what was burning. And
I will say, some are accident, some are due mm-hmm. to arson. Mm-hmm. What was the other? Nature, mm-hmm. like lightning or something.
Yeah, I tried to find all their weather, and
I'm sure all three of them are causes mm-hmm. of these, and the mismanagement of the wilderness.
Yes.
And letting people live. If you're going to let the people live in the wilderness, mm-hmm. you have to be able to undercut and clean up. Or, everybody's little house, mm-hmm. if they have one little spark, because there's humans living mm-hmm. there now, it's going to whoosh, because they don't cut all the underbrush.
And plus, our conspiracy mind that goes on the couch here, we talk about how they're manipulating the weather in general, like weather wars.
Yeah, I mean, that's getting far-fetched.
I know.
But it's a possibility. I'll give you that. It's a possibility.
Oh, the hurricanes.
And everything like that. But, because last year we had no hurricanes hardly at all. And now we have, it's going to be a busy season. So we have strong seasons. We have low seasons. I know.
It's weather.
We have dry seasons. We have wet seasons.
I know. It's weather.
It's just weather. But I wouldn't put it past the government to try to weaponize the weather. I'm sure they've looked research into it. Whether they got a handle on it yet, I don't know. And whether they're using it yet, I don't know.
So how about this? If they'll quit talking about global warming, I'll quit talking about weather manipulations. How about that?
Yeah, and once they stop using global warming to extort money, it's funny how it's been pretty quiet here, since for a while since Trump's been in, because they know they're not going to get anywhere with Trump. Whenever they get a Democrat president in there, boy, man, do they bring up, the gun control and climate change.
Yes.
Because they want to get rid of the guns so they can control us better, and they want our money going over to the Paris, France, whatever, global warming agreement. And then they take that money, and then everybody goes out, and they have their private jets that waste tons of, fossil fuel, and they go live in huge houses, and they get fat rich off of extorting. Al Gore started this all too.
He did.
He started off, and he just makes millions off of the global warming.
Yes, he does.
And he lives in a big house.
Yeah, I don't even know where he's at anymore. I never even hear about him.
He got all his money, and he's just sitting back laughing right now.
Yeah. Okay, so then this was interesting too to me, is that the riots that happened, it hit 48 out of 50 of the biggest cities in America.
Oh, who runs those cities?
Well, different people do.
I mean, what? Democrats or right Republicans?
It actually had one that was in Oklahoma City, but I'm like thinking that one wasn't very bad. So, but right here's a map, and it shows you everywhere. Look at poor Portland up there.
Riots?
Yeah, look at poor Portland up there.
Oh my goodness, it's a whole state.
Yeah. Yeah, so those were where all the riots hit.
Man, I guess Oklahoma had a couple down in the middle of nowhere.
Now, Tulsa was worse, I believe, than Oklahoma City, but
I don't think they lasted long.
They didn't last long, and they weren't burning down the whole city.
Yeah, they just kind of were
they might have looted some stores.
They were swearing
and
cursing the cops and stuff like that.
They might have done it. But interesting is that it was like it was almost strategically planned.
Of course it was.
When you hit 48 of the 50 biggest states.
They're funded and they're trained.
For cities.
And they have
an agenda.
They know that a lot of majorities start the peaceful protests.
Yes.
And then they get some people to go in there with their ideas and get them all stoked up, get them all worked up, hand out some stuff and gear and everything, and let's get them, And then, no, we'll move over here, There's people organizing all that stuff.
So, anyway, just interesting stuff that I had come across. And then, what
the heck is that?
It's an Ice Age cave bear. Completely preserved Ice Age cave bear carcass found by reindeer herds in Russia. And I thought that was awful interesting.
I was going to tell you one thing.
What?
The other day, whenever I was just Zoom call, they call it Zoom, these young kids.
Yes.
I was over here, right?
Uh-huh.
And I could see the slates without looking through our tripod.
Oh. And it was probably nice that way.
I was going to say that on the show the other day, but I was like...
I know, I'm always leaning over.
I know, if you wonder why we're leaning, we got a TV behind our...
We need to get it
our camera. Up, we'll work on that. We're going to get professional here.
We are. I think that might be it. Nope, it's not.
Oh.
So Sally made landfall.
Sally.
And it kind of moved easterly before it made landfall. And it more in the Florida Panhandle.
Yep.
More in the Florida Panhandle. But it's a very slow moving hurricane or storm. And
it's going to be a flooder.
Yes, I said
it's gonna be
massive flooding.
The other one whipped, the last hurricane we had just a couple of weeks ago. It went whoosh.
Yeah.
So it was all wind and no rain and no surge really. It was. I don't know how bad the surge was on this one or anything. I've been driving, so I haven't. I'll be better next show.
He will be. He's going to be on top of it. And I think that might be it. Yep, that's it. So what I wanted to say too is it's weird how the media does news and everything is like they'll have a headline, right?
Yep.
And then they never follow up on anything. Like you'll hear about something, like somebody
It's all politics.
Shot or something,
yeah,
but they didn't die or something, and then you can't find out, did they improve, did they die, or the hurricane hits, and then you can't find out, are they recovering, are they not, are the fires still burning? It's like they just
the
drop
only news nowadays is all politics.
24, and it's just 24-hour news, and then
politics.
They move on to something else.
And in the old days, it was all weather and things that are going on around the country, and maybe
a little bit of politics.
Just this little window of politics, and it was informative, and you knew what was going on around the country. And now it's just Trump bad, riots, Trump bad, you know.
Yes. So, do you have anything else today?
I'm just breaking out the softball real quick, because Biden is really struggling to get through anything he does now. I think whatever he's got, it's getting worse and worse.
So, you said he got the Latino vote because he had a Latino song?
No, he was trying to. Yeah, I didn't say he got the vote. He was like, he says, they go, and let's bring in Biden, right? And there was like 3 people, you know, so you hear this. Yeah, if you clap, go ahead, clap. That's exactly how it sounded, okay? And nobody like, you know, chanting USA or anything. Like, make America great. No, just could do it one more time. Okay. Then people were waiting and waiting. I'll get video for you. I promise I'm going to work harder on this. And then we waited and waited. And then he comes out of the dark and comes around the corner, and he's like doing this like walk over there. And he goes over and he goes, I got something for you.
And he had a song.
And then he's like, wait. Like, and people are like, what do you got? Because he was like, and he was like, and he goes, and he hits a button, and this Latino music starts playing, right? And he goes, ha ha, you know, and then 2 people go like this. Go ahead. Like, oh, that's amazing. You played a song to pander to us off of your phone. And they had Ricky Martin there.
Oh.
And you know how it is. The Democrats love their musicians.
Yes, they do.
Because if you get the musician on your side, obviously you get their vote. Yeah. All the people that like that musician is always going all of a sudden going, well, if Ricky Martin likes him,
then he must be our candidate.
Man, he's our guy.
All right, so go ahead.
And then Ricky Martin gets paid, and he goes home. So you wanted
to say something about the softball?
Yeah, I got sidetracked here. Okay, so the all-knowing softball.
Yes.
I really think the switcheroo is happening. I said before the 20th. 21st, because that's the first debate. It might be moving up, and they got Harris. It's the Harris administration now. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
So, what's her name? Harris. Kamala. She comes out and she's like, in a Harris administration, this is how it's going to be, right? And then Biden said the same thing.
In the Harris?
So, yeah, they both said that here so they're getting
everybody ready. They're getting everybody ready.
So I thought they were going to switch the whole ticket out, you know?
Yeah, she might stay on it.
And, I think Clinton has old Harris right in the back pocket. Yeah, she has Warren in the back pocket, so she would have won and she's got Biden in the back pocket. Well, Biden's falling apart. The DNC mob boss said, okay, everybody. Remember whenever everybody just quit? Biden was losing. And then right before Super Tuesday, even though some people were beating him, were like, nope, that's it, I quit. Remember that? So they all just drop out.
There was a pandemic going on.
No, that's not why. They all just quit.
Okay.
And then Biden sweeps Super Tuesday because everybody quit.
Yeah.
And then Bernie was out because everybody that quit, they said that their votes went to Biden, so they they dupe Bernie again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they all take over and win. So the DNC mob boss is in control of every single person. The people out there don't vote in the Democratic Party for their candidate.
Yeah.
So they throw Biden in there, right?
Yeah.
Now Biden's falling apart,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just playing things off his phone, and he just looks ridiculous. And he has 2 people. Ready?
Yeah.
Clap again.
You know
Yay! Yay! And he comes walking in, and to no excitement and no people.
Yeah.
So he's out.
Okay.
And now they're gonna move. It looks like instead of like, unless they're still gonna bring in the mob boss leader herself, Mrs. Clinton or Michelle Obama. Yeah. Unless those 2 get it, it looks like Camilla is gonna probably be the runner
for the presidency.
For the presidency. Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna come.
That's what the softball says.
That's what the softball.
The softball says.
It's getting clearer. Everything's getting more clear.
On the softball.
On the softball. So.
Okay. All right. Are you ready to wrap this up?
And then whenever all this happens, and all the people that are like, Mark, that's a conspiracy theory. You're crazy.
Yeah.
And whenever we say, oh, they're going to delay the outcome of the election as long as and go into litigate, it's all going to go to legal battles. And that all happens. Oh, Mark, you're crazy. Yeah. Whenever all this happens. Oh, and then the riots start kicking off after Trump wins the night of the election, and they protest the election and all that, and the riots go crazy. Oh, Mark, that's crazy. You're a conspiracy theory.
And then all of our subscribers can be out there saying, no, the softball said so.
It wasn't us.
The softball.
It wasn't all the research we did. All you need is this guy right here.
The softball.
And Cupcake, nothing today.
Okay.
He went radio silent. So we'll hear from him.
He's still trying to figure out the whole playing the Latino song on the.
Oh man, I'm sure we'll get, if we get any audio of that event that happened, we'll not only show you the video it happened this time. We'll get better. We'll promise. We'll have video. We'll have Cupcake's reaction to it afterwards.
Okay. All right. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, it's good to be back.
It is good. It's good to have you back. Okay, so we're still working on our giveaway. So share, subscribe, like this video, and anyway, you know what it is. I'm gonna get a picture of it so it can just
share, man.
So excited about that, and so
if you like 2 old people
on a couch
that give you information on a couch, this is
the show for you.
This is the place.
This is the place.
Pure excitement.
Pure excitement. Okay. So, right. And what was our outtake going to be?
I don't know. We're old. We're pulling a Biden.
No, we're not pulling a Biden.
Well, come up with it. Hurry up. Do it.
Oh, do your own research.
I like it. Yeah, do your own research.
And be prepared.
Oh, I love it. Because guess what? Don't take our word on any of this. Don't take the softball. Go, ooh, the softball said that? And go.
So Mark likes the research, and I like the prepping. So
backspace.
Okay. So until next time, do your own research and be prepared.
Keep it simple.
No, and be prepared.
She's right.
And get prepared.
She's right.
And get prepared.
And get prepared.